Hello everyone, it's Drew from Langlois Vital Nutrition Center here with you. Thank you for watching this video. We have been thrilled with the feedback we've been getting lately and all the subscribers that have come along in the last couple of weeks here. So, if you're watching this video, you deserve thanks. Thank you very much. Today what I'm going to do in this video is talk to you about one of my favorite topics to address clinically. It's all about symptoms during pregnancy. If you don't know me very well, then you probably don't know that one of the great joys I have about being a clinical nutritionist is working with families, working with mamas and babies and dadas. I love it. So in this video, I'm going to give you some of the solutions that I have found over the years that help people deal with a lot of symptoms. Now, please keep in mind that I'm not diagnosing anybody with anything. None of these are cures for anything. I'm going to give you a lot of anecdotal evidence. I'm going to talk about what my experience has been clinically with these symptoms during pregnancy and what I've seen work again and again over the years. Let's jump into it. First one I want to talk about is nausea. If you know a pregnant woman who didn't deal with nausea during her pregnancy, especially the first trimester, I encourage you to encourage her to not tell a lot of people that, okay? Nausea comes up a lot for pregnant women. One of my favorite solutions for it is a supplement by Standard Process that's called AF Beta Food. AF Beta Food has the nutrients in it that allow optimal functioning of the gallbladder. It also has some liver love in it. What I've seen again and again over the years with pregnant women who are dealing with nausea in the first trimester is their body is burdened by having to purify not only their own system, but now there's this human growing inside of them also, and their liver and gallbladder are having to filter through more things, more blood, more waste product, etc. And if we support the functioning of the gallbladder and the liver with AF Beta Food, we typically see that nausea gets decreased. Second one is swollen ankles. Swollen ankles is really common. It can happen in any trimester. I see it most commonly occurring in the third trimester. Now, one of the big deals in the third trimester is you don't really want to rock the boat. You've gotten through 28 or 29 weeks of a pregnancy. No time to mess it up, okay? So we're going to use whole food supplements. Again, just like AF Beta Food is a whole food supplement. For swollen ankles, I like another Standard Process supplement. It's called Arginex. Arginex has the nutrients in it that support the functioning of the kidneys, and when we do that, what we see is that the kidneys are able to clear through that extra liquid that has accumulated in the body. In a little while I'm going to talk about low energy. Some of the low energy supplements are also really good for swollen ankles. Third, leg cramps. Okay, whether or not you're pregnant, leg cramps are awful. So when it comes to leg cramps during pregnancy, we want safe stuff, we want effective stuff. We've got plenty going on. So I love Mintran by Standard Process. Now just so you know, dosing on Mintran can get kind of heavy. Depending upon where you are in the pregnancy, it can be anywhere from 9 of them a day all the way up to 18 of them a day. If the thought of swallowing 18 pills a day makes you feel like not taking them, I understand. Mintran has a big brother. It's called Min-Chex. This is a capsule instead of a tablet, so you can pack more into it per capsule. So on Min-Chex, the dose you're going to see is typically going to be more like in the 6 to 10 range. It's a lot less pills. I'd rather take 10 pills instead of 18 pills, especially if we know it's going to get rid of those leg cramps. Next one here is low energy. That's a bummer, especially if you already have kiddos. I'd say most commonly I hear mamas talking about low energy when they're chasing 1 or 2 or 3 other kids, okay? So for low energy, what I've seen work the best is more heart support. You'll hear a lot of people talk about thyroid and adrenal support for energy. That may be true in other cases, but when we're talking about during pregnancy, I think nourishing the heart is the best way to address low energy. I like to do that with Cardio Plus by Standard Process. Spell it right, I promise. And Vasculin by Standard Process. Those are both heart support supplements. They're made entirely of whole foods. They're safe during pregnancy, so that we can get that energy level up without the things we don't want to take in. For example, like caffeine. We know we don't want a lot of caffeine during pregnancy. Next one is mastitis. Boy, if you've ever dealt with mastitis, you know you would love to have some kind of remedy so that you would never have to deal with it again. So what I'm going to talk about for mastitis, or infection of the milk ducts, is something that we want to do proactively. Once a person actually has mastitis, to address that, we have to get really aggressive really quickly because we don't want to interfere with feeding the child. So what I encourage my pregnant clients to do is to proactively take one of my favorites. It's called Spanish black radish. This one is also made by Standard Process. It is incredible in the way that it supports the body's removal of irritants, and it helps the body clean up after immune challenges. So one of the reasons that I've seen over the years that women get mastitis is that their body has some sort of infection, which is expected, or the breastfeeding child has an infection. Here's a quick side note, you might not know this. Milk ducts in a breastfeeding mother are a two-way street. She is, of course, giving milk, but the child is also giving saliva to her, and her immune system responds to that and learns from it. And then the mama's body, in response to getting the kiddo's saliva, produces milk with the exact things that the baby needs to handle the problem. A lot of the nutrients that naturally occur in Spanish black radish support that process that I just described. So I actually encourage this starting pretty early on in pregnancy as a proactive thing for mastitis, and because it's really good for helping with constipation. Spanish black radish is big time bowel support. It's not going to force you to have a bowel movement, but it's going to support the functioning of the intestines and the liver. When you do that, it's a lot easier to move your bowels. I mentioned earlier in the video that the swollen ankles may also benefit from the things that are low energy. But there's actually a bunch of crossovers here. If you take stuff for nausea, that AF beta food also helps constipation. You take the leg cramp support, that's also going to help for things like low energy and also headaches. You can do the low energy combo with the leg cramp combo, and that's going to support your body when you're dealing with headaches. So there's a lot of ways to naturally support the functioning of a pregnant or breastfeeding woman's body. This is just some of them. If you have more questions, please reach out to us. We love to work with you. It brings us incredible joy to see healthy families. Thank you for watching this video. Please ask questions to us in the comments. Call us, email us. We're here to support you. We hope you have a great day.